Today we're going to be talking about Christmas lights, holiday traditions, drones in the wetlands, DUI checkpoints, and how to give back locally. This is what's happening in and around Huntington Beach. Welcome to episode 5 of Unlocking Huntington Beach. My name is Lane Stone, and I want to kick things off with holiday lights and seasonal events. And there's no better place than to talk about our 63rd annual Cruise of Lights in the Huntington Harbour. This one is a classic. Now, if you're looking for creative ways to watch this boat parade, here's what I would look into. There is a 50-minute narrated boat cruise through Huntington Harbour where you go through decorated boats, docks, decks, waterfront homes. The dates are between December 19th and 23rd. The departure times are 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. The shuttle departs from Huntington Harbour Place parking lot. The tickets are very, very reasonable. All right, they're $26 for adults, children $19, and then if you're under 2, you're free. And then the special value night is December 19th. The proceeds benefit youth music education through the Philharmonic Society of OC. So what's better than for a reasonable price to have a narrated cruise where you can look at some beautiful homes, some beautiful lights, and give back to the Philharmonic Society of Orange County. The other one that I want to talk about is must-see Christmas light displays. And this I'm talking about today is not just for Huntington Beach. This is for all over Orange County. And this is something that's really important. The team and I worked really, really hard. We looked at Reddit. We looked at AI deep research. We looked at all of the forums. We looked at everything you can possibly look at, all these blogs, and we put together a custom map with more than 130 addresses and counting of places throughout Orange County of where you can see some of the best Christmas lights. And we're going to put that link in the show notes. You should definitely hold on to it. And you know what? We're not perfect. We're not going to be able to get every single address out there. So it is a working map. And if there's an address that we missed, please send us in the comments or a personal DM of what we should add to the list so it can benefit everybody and that the list can go from 130 addresses to maybe even 150 or more. And there's no excuses to go see some beautiful Christmas lights this season. And I'm going to talk about a couple of my favorites around Orange County. And I did this tour last year. We already did a couple tours, my wife and I, this year. And I'm going to talk about a couple of them now. And we're going to start with Eagle Hills in Brea. Great neighborhood. It's one of the most immersive Christmas light displays in all of Orange County. There's around 100 homes across the rolling hills, and they have carolers, hot cocoa. It's a full neighborhood block party, and it runs nightly from through December 26th from 6 to 10. And I would definitely park first and then walk. I think that would, don't drive through. It'll be a lot harder to do that, and you're going to have a better experience to park and to drive. Candy Cane Lane in Old Town Orange, centered around Palm Avenue and Pine Street. You can, I would definitely, if you're going to do this, maybe go catch a dinner by the Orange Circle. It's walkable and less chaotic than some of the larger displays. One of my personal favorites, Nellie Gale in Laguna Hills. There are a couple great streets. There's two sides, so you want to go down Oso and make sure you hit both sides because there's something to see on both sides there. This is something that my wife and I actually did this past weekend, and we really, really enjoyed looking at these because not only are the homes beautiful and gorgeous, and they're like these big estates, but they're decorated really well, and some people go all out. We saw fake snow. We saw some really cool themes there, so definitely check out Nellie Gale Ranch in Laguna Hills. And then, of course, there are some of the other iconic events are Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade, the Snoopy House in Costa Mesa City Hall. That's really cool if you're really into Snoopy. And then the Hikaria Festival of Lights at the Tanaka Farms. We're talking wagon rides through illuminated fields. It's a ticketed event, and that also runs through December 26th. But hey, again, make sure you check out that custom map that we created right now more than 130. Maybe by the time you get to it, because we've added your suggestions, it could be over 150 addresses of some of the best Christmas light displays in all of Orange County. Let's talk about community and giving back. If you're looking for a simple way to give back this season, this one's happening right here in Huntington Beach. It's called Spark of Love Toy Drive by the Huntington Beach Fire Department. And here are some of the details. ABC7's partnering with this. They're looking for donations of new and unwrapped toys. And one thing that I definitely want to emphasize too, they said a lot of the bigger kids are kind of missing out because a lot of people buy toys for the smaller kids, but they don't want to neglect the bigger kids either. But the drop-off locations, they include HB fire stations, Marine Safety Headquarters, City Hall, Central Central Park Senior Center. And donation bins are placed outside during business hours. Please do not knock on fire stations' doors. And they're especially looking for, like I mentioned, gifts and toys for some of the older kids. Gift cards can also be donated through HB Fire Gift Registry, and business and community groups can coordinate group toy drives. So that's something to think about too. If your business or your group is looking for another way to give back and you want to think about Spark of Love Toy Drive, Huntington Beach Fire Department, partnered by ABC 7. Let's talk about what's in the news here around Huntington Beach. And we'll start with the Circuit Shuttle. I don't know if you've seen on the forums or heard the news or even knew that Circuit Shuttle was a thing for you in downtown Huntington Beach, but it's really cool. It's a free shuttle service that I think it went as far as Beach and Adams, but mainly the downtown area. It was popular for downtown trips and beach access and nightlife. So that way you didn't have to Uber, you can use the free shuttle. And they don't have a replacement transportation program that's been announced. Maybe they're talking about the circuit could come back again, but it is ending December 31st. Another item in the news is the HB Sanctuary Law lawsuit was dismissed. A federal judge dismissed the city's lawsuit challenging California's sanctuary law. The court ruled the city did not have a standing, and this is adding to some of the tension and the drama happening at Huntington Beach City Hall. Let's also move on and talk about a DUI checkpoint happening this week on Thursday. The location has not been announced yet, but be safe on the roads. December 18th, there is a DUI checkpoint. And expect some more of those, obviously, around not only Huntington Beach, but around Orange County during the holidays. That is a lot of times when they have these checkpoints out there because they're trying to stop your drinking and driving under the influence during the holidays and New Year's. But undisclosed location, there is one happening around December 18th. Maybe check the forums on the 18th to see where the location is. This one was actually, this other piece of news was actually really cool. And we're talking about drones and mosquitoes. And now you might be thinking, like, where did they come in hand? But the mosquito control drones are in the HB Wetlands. OC Vector Control is deploying drones to monitor and treat mosquito breeding areas. And so there's a direct impact on Huntington Beach due to the Bolsa Chica wetlands. And the benefits include precise treatment, no ecosystem disruption, and faster detection. Residents may see drones operating in the wetland areas soon. So I thought that was a really interesting, unique piece of news because as the drone technology advances, they can use different things. Like I've heard of people using drones to monitor your speeding. I've heard of people now, HBPD has drones where if maybe somebody is locked into their house or there's a standoff with a gunman, they can deploy the drones for safety. But now they're deploying drones for mosquito control. So I thought that was really unique. And that's it for this week on Unlocking Huntington Beach. I hope that you found value in the news, the events, and some of the best things happening in and around Huntington Beach. There's a couple ways to make sure that you are following everything that's happening with the beloved city of Huntington Beach. You can follow us on our Instagram channel at Unlocking HB. You can like and subscribe to the YouTube video if you're watching it on YouTube. And if you want to find me on my personal Instagram, I'm happy to reach out too, but that is at LaneNOC. So there's plenty of opportunities to reach out and zero excuses not to. And again, if you want to actually contribute and help us make that map even better with some of the best places to see the Christmas lights in and around Huntington Beach and Orange County, make sure you send us a DM on any of those channels. We'll see you, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Unlocking Huntington Beach.